For today's video, I want to talk about this Tecno Pop 6. For now, might be the highest for the Tecno Pop 6 series. Although I dey expect say maybe later Tecno will release the Tecno Pop 6 Pro, and if that one happen, that one will be the highest phone for the series. But for now, Pop 6 might be the highest for the Pop 6 series, and the price of the phone na 52,200 naira. For my first video on this Pop 6 series, na the Tecno Pop 6 Go unboxing and review I do. That phone might be the cheapest for the series. I leave the link to that video for the description, so check them out. As always, I go take you through the unboxing of this phone and show you all the details what you need to know. So sit down, watch, wear eyeglass, and put the earpiece on your ear. Welcome to Megalight Unboxing, and if now your first time here na be this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button too. And if you make any comment at all, good thing go happen to you today. The phone come inside this sizable box and at the same thing with the Pop 6 Go own. Them seal the main box inside, remove the seal and at the phone na come first. Open the inside box and at the semi-transparent bumper case na come next. It not dey flexible. Then the charger, USB 2.0 cable, and finally the SIM remover. Though the design of the SIM remover dey very fine, but from my experience, it not dey comfortable to use for hand. Back of the phone, the edges no get curves. I mean, the edges no dey round. This one supposed to be problem for me, but I just like am the way it be. The phone carry the power and volume button for the right side, audio jack for top, SIM house for the left, microphone and charging port for bottom, and the back carry two 5-megapixel cameras, two flashlights, fingerprint scanner, and speaker. I like the size of the phone. It's not too big and it's not too small, and because of its size, it is very comfortable for hand. And because of its size too, it's still very easy to operate them with almost one hand. Both the back and frame of this phone are plastic material, and unlike the Tecno Pop 6 Go, this phone gets the memory house and SIM house for the side of the phone. This one might be the biggest difference between this phone and the Pop 6 Go. The Pop 6 Go gets the memory house and SIM house for back of the phone. So you go need to remove the back cover before you go fit access am for that phone. Make I no forget to tell you say this phone no still too heavy. It dey weigh only 187 grams. It's not heavy because I don't see phones when be say they use the same battery capacity with this phone, yet then they weigh about 200 grams. So for my first impression, this Pop 6 Go dey very cheap, very sizable with average design. And talk about the display, it's not too bad. Na 6.1-inch screen. Na HD Plus with 720 by 1560 resolution. I no fit really say Tecno over-deliver with the display, but on the first side, I no really expect smooth display like this. Transition between apps dey flow well, and the screen brightness good too. For the area of this display too, this phone better pass the other two phones when they inside this series because na it get the highest display resolution. So to watch film with this phone better pass to watch film with the other two phones inside this series, since the display will give you more clearer pictures. Not be just the design and the display make this phone good for im price. For example, it dey run on Android 11 and it gets the new pull down settings update. Watch my next video because I go do the comparison of all the phones when they inside this series. Pop 6 Go, Pop 6 Go 4G, and this Pop 6. The phone comes with 5000 mAh battery, and for a phone of 52,500 naira, I no expect anything more. And since Tecno no tell us the charging rate of this battery, I go just plug am and see how fast the battery go charge. I start the charging when the battery dey for 65%. After 1 hour 51 minutes, it reach 100%. That one na 45% in 1 hour 45 minutes. This one na better stone when they put for fire, they wait make it done. And if this charging waste time for your eye, of course actually waste time. Now wetin you go normally expect from cheap phone na be this. That means it go take the phone about 4 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. Way too slow. The phone dey run on 4G, but e no dey support 5G. Who dey even expect 5G from budget phone like this? After all, wetin concern agbero concern overload. Even though this phone gets so many good sides, it not come without bad ones. And the first bad side of this phone na the storage capacity, 2GB RAM and 32GB ROM. Come be like say Tecno just wan lock this Pop series to this storage capacity. Even Pop 6 Go, which is the cheapest for the series, they use the same storage space. And now even Pop 6, which is the highest for the series, won't share the same bed with the two junior brothers. What an insult. I just hope say Tecno go release the Pop 6 Pro with bigger storage capacity, and that one will be better options for many pop lovers. But seriously, it will make sense if Tecno for increase the storage capacity of this Pop 6 to 3GB RAM or 64GB ROM. The list of sensors when this phone dey support na the fingerprint sensor, G sensor, ambient light sensor, and distance sensor. I dey surprised to find out say this phone dey support OTG. It means say I fit copy film enter this OTG flash drive, plug am enter the phone, and use am take watch the film when dey inside this flash drive. This one dey surprising because even many phones when dey way expensive pass this phone no dey support OTG. So far, I don talk about many good and bad side of this phone. But if I not mention the performance of the phone, then I never really talk anything. After all, nobody dey interested for phone when they very slow. Few years back, when we dey use 512MB RAM phone, we dey satisfied with the speed when them dey offer. We can't get 2GB RAM phones. Our eyes can't open. 512MB RAM phones can't too dey slow for us. Suddenly, phones of 12GB RAM can't appear, and even with memory fusion support, we fit even extend the RAM beyond 12GB RAM. Now, we don't realize say 2GB RAM phone when we dey claim say e fast don too slow for us. Now, the question be say, wetin this 2GB RAM phone go fit offer? From my experience with other 2GB RAM phones, I feel say this one dey fast. From the time when I take on the phone go reach the time when it take on, I expect am to take about 1 minute, but it take only 49 seconds to on. I no dey deny the fact say e dey delay small to open apps, but the delay time dey more reduced. Come to the camera, 5MP for front and 5MP for back no be exactly wetin I expect. 16MP for back and 8MP for front for no be bad idea too. But this 5MP husband and wife camera no be bad idea because e better pass other phones when they use 5MP too. A quick roundup on this phone na 4G phone, so you go enjoy fast browsing small. Na Android 11 phone with all Android 11 features. It still features side mount SIM house and memory house, and the battery dey good enough. But on the other hand, the storage space not too big and e no go fit support high-end game. The camera too no dey reliable and e dey take time to charge the battery full. So, you go spend 52,500 naira for this Pop 6. Tell me wetin you think for the comment section for bottom. See the video wey go lead you to the Tecno Pop 6 Go unboxing and review. Make sure say you check am out and see you for my next video.